Hello everyone, welcome back to the Chef Somji Singh channel. Today a new video which is about cross contamination. People have been keep commenting it like, can you explain how cross contamination, or how does it spread in the kitchen, and how we can prevent cross contamination. So finally wait is over. I'm gonna discuss about how to prevent cross contamination in kitchen. And you have to make sure these videos which we regularly make or which you regularly watch on YouTube, all the videos are main questions which always asked, or which is always being asked by the assessors. So these are the main questions, so you should pay proper attention that how you need to respond it, because I have received so many other unsuccessful applicants because they already have done those tests but they couldn't pass it, and they didn't know about this YouTube channel, and they didn't know about I also provide a session to the students. Those are not confident, those lack of information, I also help them out. But anyway, you can share this video to your friends, so they should also get an awareness that how they can pass their job ready test with the right information, and they can also build up their confidence. So this question is asked, how do you prevent cross contamination in kitchen? First thing comes first, how to prevent cross contamination in the kitchen. There are several ways. When you discuss about this, like preventing cross contamination, not only about the chopping board, not only about the gloves, it is about whole premises. How? We're gonna talk about each steps. Since you receive the deliveries in your kitchen, to stacking them in a cool room, keeping them in a right temperature, cooking food on the different utensils or the equipments, serving them on a right temperature, cooling it down on the right temperature, handling on the right temperature or the right way, presenting food, transporting food, all matters to prevent food cross contamination. How? Let's talk about from the beginning. When you receive a delivery, if your food is not on the right temperature, that will obviously create cross contamination. And once you receive the food on the right temperature, but when you stack in the cool room, what usually we do, we sometimes stack the food on the floor, which is not appropriate. Sometimes you put meat next to each other, like let's say you put chicken in it, or you put lamb in it together, you put beef together. This is not a right way. Sometimes you put your food, take out from the original packaging and you put in a container, and you don't put a lid or you don't wrap it. That is also a reason for cross contamination. And sometimes you put next to the cooked food. This is also a problem. When you do not stack right food in the right place, it can spread cross contamination. Never put your cooked food beside the raw food. Everybody know, in the previous videos we have discussed, on the top shelf we put the dry goods, we put the dairy products, we put the breads. In the middle shelf we put the cooked food, and the bottom shelf we always put raw food or raw meats, right? In the surface on the bottom we don't put, like on the surface of cool room, on the surface of fridge, we never put anything on the floor, because it is not safe to keep it, and it also spread cross contamination. So this is about the cool room. So let's talk about in kitchen. When you cook food, if your utensils or equipments are not cleaned, there are chances of cross contamination. If your dishwasher is not working properly and not washing your equipments very well, then there is a problem. Then your food get contaminated, then people can get food poisoning through your food. So you have to be very, very careful when you use your equipment. Make sure they are nice and clean, they are sanitized, then you can use it. Next, we talk about when you cook food or when you defrost food, when some people, what they do, they take out the meat from the freezer and they put in the hot water. So in the hot water, because they need it in a hurry, I understand that, but if they put in a hot water, so what happens, the hot water, way it drips, it cooks that part, and the rest of the inside chicken, it gets frozen. So when you cook it, the chicken will get uneven. Uneven means like half chicken will be cooked and half will be uncooked. So then it is also a reason of cross contamination, and it is also a reason of food poisoning. So make sure of you should defrost on the right temperature. Either you defrost in the overnight or either you defrost in the cold water, right? And after that, how do you cool down the food? Let's say if your food is sitting more than 6 hours outside, it is also a cross contamination. When you cool down the food, make sure your trays are cleaned, and it should be covered with the aluminum film, or it should be covered with the cling wrap. Otherwise, might any mosquitoes or any flies can drop down in your food. That is also a reason of cross contamination. And when you cool down, make sure it is on the right place, not in the kitchen. It should be where you prep it. And after that, when you serve the food, you should never double dip your finger. Like usually what we do when in the kitchen, we just dip our finger, just taste it, then another food we dip it, then the third food, then the fourth food. Every single time we just dip our finger and taste it. This is not a right practice. Regular wash your hands, sanitize your hands. Each and every task, wash your hands, maintain safe food handling practices, maintain clean kitchen practices. Which tea towel you use, only use for cleaning or cleaning the surface or the benches. Never wash your hands with it, or never wipe your hands with that tea towel. That can also lead bacteria in your hand, and that bacteria goes to your food, which can prevent cross contamination, which cannot prevent cross contamination, which affect the cross contamination. And secondly, when you use same gloves for the different tasks, it is not appropriate. Each task you should change your gloves, regularly wash your hands. Some people think that once they wear the gloves and once they finish the task, they throw the gloves in the bin and they take the new gloves. Usually every task you use the gloves. After finishing the task, you should wash your hands, pat dry them, then again take the gloves, and you just go begin with your new task. But if you are regularly washing your hands in the kitchen, there are no need of gloves, because there are some chances with wearing gloves you can also bring food poisoning in your food, or you can get cross contamination. So this is very important. If you are regularly washing your hands in every single task, there shouldn't be a problem. You can also work with your hands in the kitchen. It is not mandated that you have to wear gloves, right? Unless and until there is a very severe allergies you should prevent, so you should wear the gloves. So, and also check the policies and procedure of each and every organization. And never use same chopping boards, never use same knives, never use same utensils, never use same pots. So never put your cooked food on the same pot which already reheated. So these are the common things which can prevent the cross contamination. So cross contamination overall in safe environment in the kitchen, not about only the wearing gloves or using same knives or using same chopping boards. It is whole kitchen safe food handling practices. So where it starts from delivery, storing, cooking, handling, and cooling it down and presenting to the customer, right? So make sure whenever you work in a kitchen, always keep these things in your mind. Then how you can prevent cross contamination. When you are sick, do not handle the food. When you go to washroom, always you wash your hands. Even when you taste something, either you gargle something and wash your hands. This is the safe handling practices in the kitchen, or safe food handling practices in the kitchen, which lead you to be a good chef and professional chef in the kitchen. I hope this video clarifies all your thoughts. If you like this video, leave a comment for me and like this video, and also spread with your friends those are unaware of cross contamination. And this is my promise, I'll get another videos more exciting about the job ready programs, which regularly questions pops up in the exams, so that will give you a lot of help. Take care, and I'll see you in the new video. Bye bye.